Thank you, Presiding Officer. I welcome the opportunity to speak in this debate and congratulate Keith Brown on securing it. And Jamie Green has just delivered an absolutely powerful contribution. I'm pleased to be following you, Jamie, so thank you very much for speaking today. Keith Brown has well rehearsed the fantastic work of Fighting with Pride, and I too join him in welcoming this work in connecting LGBT plus veterans to organisations which can help veterans with whatever their needs are. And I also welcome members of Fighting with Pride to the gallery this evening as well. I also welcome that Fighting with Pride was established on the 20th anniversary of the complete lifting of the gay ban on LGBT plus service personnel. The UK government even called it the gay ban. Presiding Officer, Fighting with Pride supports LGBT plus veterans, serving personnel and their families, particularly those who were affected by the ban, which was ultimately lifted on the 12th of January 2000. Before then, thousands of LGBT plus service personnel were removed or forced from service and abandoned, and that's been described already. The ban on LGBT plus service personnel was wide-ranging and was deeply hurtful to all those impacted. And some of those who breached the ban were either dismissed following a court-martial or administratively discharged. Others resigned or did not extend their contract due to the impact of the requirement to continually hide their sexuality. The policy was not enforced uniformly across the armed forces, but where it was enforced, it was usually carried out in a rigorous and often brutal way with long-term damaging consequences. An independent review was published into the impact of the ban, and the statements taken as part of the review give shocking evidence. The testimonies demonstrate a culture of homophobia and of bullying, blackmail, sexual assaults, abusive investigations into sexual orientation and sexual preference, disgraceful medical examinations, including conversion therapy, discharges without appeal also. This led to appalling consequences in terms of mental health and well-being and homelessness. It takes me back to the days of Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy, which was introduced in the USA in 1993 when I was still living in Los Angeles at the time. And Don't Ask, Don't Tell, it was ended in 2011 by President Barack Obama. Such policies, Presiding Officer, and practices have no place in any society, and I welcome that we now have moved on and that reparations have been made to those impacted. Presiding Officer, I want to touch on some of the work organisations across Dumfries and Galloway and the Scottish borders are doing to support veterans and indeed those service personnel who are part of the LGBT plus community. SAFA, the Armed Forces charity, is a trusted source of support for service personnel, veterans and their families in time of need. It was founded in 1885. The Dumfries and Stewartry branch of SAFA have and continue to do fantastic work for veterans. Their support covers both regulars and reserves in the Royal Navy, the Royal Marines, the British Army and the Royal Air Force, and their families, including anyone who has completed national service. The team in D&G know and understand the unique demands of service life, whether in the UK or overseas, and in times of need, they need to help enable the forces families to thrive. I was interested in the work of SAFA that they've been doing with the Armed Forces Covenant Fund Trust, which has awarded a grant on behalf of the Office for Veterans Affairs to assist with the delivery of specialist support on the Forces Helpline. And the funding of £25,000 is being allocated to Forces Line Uplift and fully support any additional and specific needs from the veterans LGBT plus community, which may result from the pre-2000 homosexuality ban. A reminder for folk that the Forces Line number is 0800 260 6767. This work is also being publicised by the Veterans Garden in Dumfries, run by Army veteran Mark Harper. No relation, but Mark is doing an amazing job at the Veterans Garden up at the Crichton. They provide a safe space for veterans regardless of sexual orientation, and I would welcome the Minister visiting the Veterans Garden to see their updated premises. Presiding Officer, in closing, I again welcome this debate. Thank Keith Brown for all he does to champion veterans' affairs. Thank you.